Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Classic Podcast. Joining me once again are my two co-hosts, Brandon and Luis.
Hello,
Everybody.
guys.
Alright, so prepare for the beginning of what will be very long podcasts, because we're going to be reviewing 3 shows this week, and it's going to be really hard to remember everything, but we're going to do our best.
Are we doing 4?
I thought...
Uh,
yeah, bro.
Supergirl,
Supergirl, The
Flash,
Flash,
Legends of
Arrow.
Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. You
4.
said 3.
I said 4.
No, you said 3.
You said 3.
Who gives a damn? But anyway,
Sean, you're such an idiot.
you're an idiot, because I'm editing this podcast. So anyway, alright, so we should start off with Supergirl. Man, this week has been so long, I'm having a hard time remembering anything.
First of all, why did Supergirl take last week off?
I don't know why they do that. But, was this the week? Shit, I want to say this is the week where
Everything came back.
do they break
was-
into Maxwell Lord's lab? Is
The
this
Martian
that one?
Manhunter.
This
Yeah.
is the Toy Man.
Oh, Toyman, yeah, Toyman.
Oh, this was the
And-
Toyman. That's right. This is the Toyman episode. Okay, now I have a good idea of what things happen. So basically, finally, Toyman shows up. You know, it's been a long time coming since I saw Win. I'm like, well, Toyman's coming because Win in the comics eventually does become Toyman, but his father at first is Toyman. So, which is pretty obvious. I think the show did a foreshadowing of that. I think Win will become Toyman probably next season. I don't think they'll do it this season. I think that'd be a bit too quick, you know. I was actually really I know we're not doing a plot summary right now, but I was actually kind of concerned that they were gonna make him Toyman in this episode. Like, I thought they were gonna do it right away, and I'm like, oh no, don't do it right away. Win finally did something. You know. But anyway, it's basically Toyman gets out of prison. He wants his son Win to meet up with him. He calls the cops, and Supergirl saves everyone. Toyman lures Supergirl into a trap. Meanwhile, Alex and Martian Manhunter are breaking into Maxwell Lord's laboratory. Before Alex leaves, Maxwell Lord puts a camera in her purse, and now she knows that Kara is Supergirl and that Alex is her sister. So that's really, obviously that's huge. You know, I didn't think the show was gonna go there quite just yet. But anyway, so basically what we have here is, I also believe, yeah, Alex and Martian Manhunter are now aware of Maxwell Lord's experiment.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you now, I think it's Silver Banshee, because she's been confirmed to be in the show for quite a while. Though Bizarro is also been confirmed, I'm not quite sure. We're getting both. I just don't know which one it is as of right now. So, because they both look very similar. But anyway, so basically, that's pretty much the plot. I mean, do I really need to go into any more detail than that?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No.
So, right off the bat, Toyman, you know, for such a silly concept for a character, I thought they did a really good job trying to portray this guy as an evil villain.
Yeah.
His motive is a bit weak, but I think that's just Toyman in general, not the show's fault. Like, his motive to become a villain, oh, you stole my toy design, so therefore I'm going to become a supervillain and kill people.
I feel like a lot of these villains lately, it's always about someone to steal something from them, therefore we should kill him.
Like, which ones?
That one dude in the second episode of season 1 of Flash.
I thought you were talking about Supergirl.
No, I'm talking
the
about like,
Mist?
in general,
No.
like all these bad guys, their motives are someone stole something and therefore they should kill them.
Well, I guess it's a valid excuse to have supervillains come out of nowhere.
Like,
I mean, how else are you going to do the whole normal person becomes villain?
yeah.
But why can't people just be bad just because they're bad people? Whatever happened to such a simple explanation? But anyway, so basically, you know, I actually enjoyed this episode. I don't I don't consider this a filler episode personally.
Not really, me either.
I think this episode will have a long-term effect, whereas the other ones not so much. So, I mean, it doesn't have to have Aunt Astra to be a story arc episode, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, I think, I kind of think like Maxwell Lord. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. He's pretty much this show's Lex Luthor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the actor that has played Maxwell Lord saying, no, Maxwell Lord is not Supergirl's Lex Luthor. I'm like, yeah, he is. I mean, his motivation for wanting to take down Supergirl is the exact same motivation that Lex Luthor has for wanting to take down Superman. So, is anyone really going to... I mean, come on. It's so obvious. I mean, what do you guys think?
It's obvious.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, honestly... But I like that, you know. I think what they're doing is because they're restricted. They can't use. Well, I would say out of all the shows, this one's the least restricted of what it can do, because even though these universes are completely separate, the movies and the shows, Supergirl has a lot of range because she can use almost any of Superman's villains with the exception of General Zod. I don't know if Doomsday's off the table because he's appearing in Batman vs Superman. But I would love to see Doomsday. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Doomsday may appear in this show? I'm going to go with... I don't think he will. Yeah, I think...
Me neither.
I think...
Yeah.
I don't think he will. I would love to see Doomsday. I would much rather see Doomsday in this show than in Batman vs. Superman. Especially the Doomsday that Warner Brothers is going to give us in the movie, which is basically just a resurrected General Zod created by Lex Luthor. I hate how they fucked that up. But, you know, whatever, I guess. I mean, even though, okay, this is a good topic, what do you guys think about that? Do you, because for this isn't the first time DC's done something like this, where if it's in the shows, it can't be in the films, and vice versa. Like Suicide Squad, because we're getting a Suicide Squad film, Arrow can no longer use their version of Suicide Squad, despite the fact they're using completely different characters, with the only one being the same as Deadshot. I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Do you think this is a stupid move on DC's part?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the whole point of having two different universes was to have full creative freedom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I totally get why... I mean, Marvel, even though their television and their movie networks are technically completely different, they still are all connected.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and... Say, like, for example, we could see Daredevil in a Spider-Man film, which would be amazing. And we could see Jessica Jones in a Doctor Strange film, which would make no damn sense whatsoever. But you get the idea.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, it's like they have that they also have creative freedom. Like, you could watch Daredevil without having to watch any Marvel film, and you won't be lost at all. I mean, do you guys agree with that? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Yeah.
They stand up on their own while at the same time being their own thing. And I think it's a problem. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate the idea of these universes being separate, because the two Flashes thing would make things really damn confusing. It'd be like, well, you guys get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think, like, as much as we want Grant Gustin to be the movie Flash, I think it's better that he isn't. Because to me, it's like, I know I complain, like, why isn't Grant Gustin? Because for me, I just want, like, I love connected universes, especially with TV and movies. But when I really sit down and think about it, I go, okay, it really makes no sense to have one Flash, because the Flash is a popular character. He deserves his own film. So, you know, you guys get what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think I believe me, I would rather have Grant Gustin in the films over Ezra Miller. I'm still questioning that casting decision even to this day, but for me, it's like, I think they should have gotten someone else, but I don't think they should have gotten Grant Gustin, because when it comes down to it, you know, I feel like it'd be too confusing. Like, wait a minute, so the Flash, you know, I just feel like it'd be too confusing for people that don't watch the shows. Whereas the movie you know, and I think it'd be confusing for the people that even watch the show. It's like, wait, is the Justice League going to appear in Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, or Arrow? Why isn't Green Arrow in the Justice League? Because he's not going to be in the Justice League film. You guys get what I mean? I just feel like it's smart to have them separate, but the fact that we can't have full creative control in our shows, even though they're separated, is completely stupid.
Yeah.
It's like Doomsday is, especially with regards to Supergirl, because Warner Brothers apparently doesn't give two shits about Superman's mythology. I mean, am I the only one that gets the feeling like they're just doing whatever they can with Superman's villains and they don't give a fuck with the movies? I feel like you're changing Doomsday's origin. It should be Bizarro who they're fighting in Batman vs Superman. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Because in the New 52, the current continuity, Bizarro is a clone of Superman created by Lex Luthor. So that would make much more sense in this film. I feel like Doomsday's only in the film because he's a popular character, and he's the character that we all know that killed Superman in Death of Superman. I don't know. I'm just not happy with that. I just think it's stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there's this whole thing like, well, that's not Doomsday. That's this movie's version of Bizarro. And I'm like, so he's a resurrected General Zod. He looks like Doomsday, but we're calling him Bizarro.
Mm-hmm.
You see what my biggest concern is? I'm just like, what is this? It's like we're mashing 3 Superman villains into one. I just think it's horrible. But anyway, kind of going off topic. I apologize, but I just had to get that out there.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think of this episode? I
thought it was a good episode, and I liked how it foreshadowed what Tommy's going to become.
What? Who's going to become?
Well, not Tommy.
Wayne, not Tommy.
My bad.
Dude, Luis, calm down. Don't shout into his ear.
Yeah, come on, shout. I have the powerful headphones.
God. But anyway, I actually liked that Wynn actually did something, because for the longest time I was sitting back and going, okay, everyone's doing something. Supergirl is Supergirl. I like her. John Jones is doing something. Alex is doing something. If you told me to try to explain Alex's personality to you, I probably couldn't do it, but at least she's doing something to move the story along. Whereas when I'm like, he's just that awkward dude at the office. I mean, he's the tech guy. I'm like, well, come on, every one of these people has a tech guy. What made him special besides that, you know? It's like, and I think they did a good job with that, and I really hope I don't want, like I said in the episode, spoiler alert for you guys, he does become Toyman. So, you know, in general, I hope they don't do it right away. I hope they build that up over time. I mean, what do you think they're going to do with him?
I think they're going to build it up over time.
Exactly. You know, but like, you know, I'm also trying to think of what else I liked, because I also liked how they made Toyman kind of threatening. Because when I first saw a preview for this, because I knew a Toyman episode was coming, obviously, but I thought to myself, how in God's green earth are they going to make this a character who makes toys and make him look like a cool villain, you know? Because to me, I don't have a problem, because I'm a comic book reader, so of course I'm like, yeah, whatever, I don't give a shit, you know? It's just crazy crap, you know? But when you put it into live action, a lot of things start to look ridiculous. Like, you're supposed to believe this is actually happening. You know, you're supposed to say, okay, I can believe in a world this exists. And I think CBS did a really good job portraying a realistic Toyman. I mean, what did you guys think?
Agreed.
Well, yeah, because it's just so hard to turn a concept like that and make it realistic and not laughable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a call from a 619 number. I don't know who it is, so I'm hanging up on you. But anyway.
That's just your phone.
Yeah, I know. But anyway. So, what do you guys think? I think, you know, just give more of your thoughts. I feel like I'm carrying the load here.
I'm trying to remember. Luis?
What?
Luis, give your thoughts.
I actually thought it was a really good episode. I mean, kind of sucked what happened with Martian Manhunter on using his mind erasing powers on.
Yeah.
Like he promised himself that he would never do that again.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was sort of interested in seeing like how far will the show go with. Because Martian Manhunter is more powerful than Superman. He's got all these crazy abilities. When people tell me that Superman is overpowered, I go, "Wow, have you read? If you do know anything about Martian Manhunter, that guy is beyond overpowered. Like, it's ridiculous what he can do." But so I'm kind of glad CB. Do you guys, obviously he's not going to be as powerful as he is in his comic book counterpart, but do you guys think CBS will? I don't know how to describe this, but do you think they'll try to use all of Martian Manhunter's abilities, or do you think they're only going to use certain ones, like the ones we've seen right now, and stop at that?
They might use certain ones for like the beginning, and then I think they might build upon it. Like, I don't know why I just feel this way, but I do.
Yeah, I sort of feel like with when you have characters that powerful, you obviously have to depower them in real life because not only for budget reasons, because
Oh my God, Sean! I can hear your phone.
That's my friend, though.
Oh.
I don't know whether or not I should take this. I mean, I'm on a podcast, so
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Me and Luis could cover for you.
Okay. Yeah, hold on, guys. Go for it. Cover for me.
All right.
Oh, it's a miss.
All right, so it's the Supergirl.
Never
What
mind.
about A? Okay.
Anyway, were you say what you were gonna say?
What about when Wynn surprise kissed Kara?
Yeah, but I knew that was coming.
Yeah, that was.
And for her to reject him like that, damn, that must suck for him.
Yeah.
At least we now know how he becomes Toyman.
Yeah, but that's another thing that kind of bugged me. It was like, I don't know. I just feel like Kara's being dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're not, I feel like the fact it's kind of hard for me to explain this properly without making me sound like an asshole. But to me, it's like Kara. The man just literally just said that he doesn't know. I mean, like it kind of reminded me of Batman: The Killing Joke, where Joker says, "I'm insane because I only had one bad day."
Mm-hmm.
Because what Joker says is basically, it only takes one really bad day to go insane. Do you guys agree with that saying, by the way? I actually do believe that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because it's like, if you have a crap ton of shit happening to you in one day, you will go insane. It only takes one really bad day to do it. And by bad day, I mean the worst possible thing to happen to you. So for me, I kind of view it as like, Kara, if you reject him, and after all this, he is gonna go crazy. So even if you're not attracted to him, you should just do it, so that way you don't make him become a... Yeah, just do it! I don't know. So what do you guys... I personally think that, I think... I don't know. It just kind of bothers me, because it's like, look, James Olsen is in a happy relationship as of right now. Just move on. Like, you don't... No one said just because you date someone, no one said you had to marry them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's like, people were like, well, I don't know if I could, like, oh my god, no one said you're marrying this person. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think Kara should have just been like, you know what, why not? Or do you think she should do what, if you get what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Personally, I think she should have, because, I don't know. I just feel like when someone tells you that they're one moment away from being insane, you should honestly just... I don't know.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys agree with me, or are you like, no?
I agree.
Okay. It's a good argument, though. But for me, it's like, well, like I said, just go to have coffee with the damn guy. Damn. And plus, you were telling him that she was going on about how her life would be so terrible without him, and how she couldn't imagine life without him, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, this sounds like you're practically saying, hey, I love you, Win, for all that you've done for me, or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't blame the guy for thinking that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So, is there anything? All right, we're about 20 minutes. It's gonna be a long podcast.
Yeah.
So, what did you? So, what is there anything that you didn't like besides the whole Kara win thing? That kind of bugged me, but in general, I don't think it didn't super bug me because there are two sides of the argument. But for me personally, it bugged me.
I'm trying to think here. I'm going
this is
quiet.
When everyone goes mute.
Fuck.
I got nothing. How about you, Brandon?
I got nothing either.
Okay, so yeah, I guess my only complaint is the whole Kara win thing. So, and I think you guys said you agreed with me, so that's not a problem. Okay, so if character of the week for me, this one is going to win, only because I feel like this is going to be one of the few times I can actually say that and mean it. So I'm going to go with him on this one because I feel like it was about time we finally got to see something involving him instead of him just being a background side character.
Also, everything he went through with his father.
Exactly. I think it is him because he's finally doing something. That alone makes me go character of the week.
Yeah, same with me.
What about you, Luis?
Actually, there's one thing I didn't like is instead of capturing Wynn's father, it's actually a shoot to kill order.
Wait, did they kill Toyman?
No,
I don't think so.
They tried twice, and then they tried to kill Wynn.
Okay, I don't blame them for trying to kill Toyman because if he's armed and dangerous, it's in your right to do that. But
I don't think they did, though.
No, they locked. He'll be back.
Yeah, because I have a feeling he'll be the factor for Wynn becoming.
He's totally coming back. But anyway, so all right. So that being said, Luis, who's your character of the week? You didn't say that.
This is Wynn.
Yeah, because he finally did something. Actually went through character development. So, okay. So, all right. So, I guess for my letter grading, I'm gonna have to go with an A. I feel like this finally developed a character that we really needed to see something from. Because I was on the verge of saying, you are a worthless character, you are doing nothing, and this show doesn't really need you. 2A, okay, I'm interested in seeing where... I mean, we know what's going to happen, but I just want to see how they're going to do it. The only thing I just thought Kara was like a tease in this thing, to be perfectly honest. It's like, stop giving him the wrong message. But anyway, that's just me. So, I give it an A. What do you guys give it?
A.
Yeah, I feel Supergirl has really improved. I think they're doing a really good job now.
Yeah, they're getting better.
Yeah, they're
getting interested in them.
Yeah. Whereas in the earlier season, you were like filler. I'm like, okay, God, there's so much filler in here. This TV is about to explode. Speaking of filler, let's move on to the Flash. I'm kidding. All right, this week's episode is not really filler, but it had a filler villain.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I mean, in a trailer for this episode, this was the episode that came out. This was a preview for the episode that came out after the mid-season finale. After the mid-season finale, when Patty was tied up into the chair, you saw a blue streak racing by. I'm like, oh God, Zoom has her. And in this, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you really tease me like that for no?
It was all a dream, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, look up the preview.
Yeah, I know.
And it has Patty tied up in a chair, which we see. We see the exact same shot. But in that trailer, you see a blue streak go by her. And I'm like, no way. You totally didn't just edit that in there to make people invested. You get what I mean? It's like, you totally did not do false advertising to get people to watch this. And they did. What the fuck?
Wow.
I mean, did no one notice this? Did you guys not notice this?
No, I did. I
noticed...
thought this was the episode where Zoom kidnapped Patty.
Yeah, and then we see at the beginning, we're like, oh God, we're going here already. All right, I'm cool with this. And then it was a dream, and then we see the exact same shot in the preview And then we see a blue streak go by and in the preview, but not in this episode. And I'm like, what the hell, guys?
Yeah, seriously, literally.
Just like, enough. You know what? Zoom, he sucks. I'm sorry. He sucks.
But I did.
Like
I was
Ra's al
like,
Ghul
thank
all
you
over
when
again.
Harrison Wells was like, Zoom, remember him?
I don't remember Zoom because I'm not seeing anything from him. I mean, God, at this point, Zoom...
Like Ra's al Ghul all over again.
Pretty much. It's getting there. Because...
Except we actually know him.
I told Luis that they needed to tell me who Zoom was after this mid-season finale. Like, enough. Just stop. It's no longer mysterious. It's so obvious it's Henry Allen or it's Joe West. It ain't Evil Barry. We know that. Thank God. That would be the stupidest plot twist ever. It'd be so obvious.
It's not really a plot twist, but I would twist. But out of what fans are saying, I wouldn't say it's the stupidest thing. Honestly.
Right, what's the stupidest one you've heard?
Earth 2 Eddie.
Oh, you know what though? You know what though? I'm gonna be real with you, Brandon. I think they just don't know that the actor's coming back. But I actually thought that. I thought this was gonna be Cobalt Blue from the comics. And Cobalt Blue is actually a Thawne. So I actually thought it was him when I first heard of this. I mean, you get why I thought that, right? Because it's like, oh, it's a blue streak. He can steal people's speed force, and he's a Thawne. Yep, Eddie is going to become. I thought he was going to become the villain Cobalt Blue, which he's not. I was kind of disappointed when that happened, but in general. So basically, in this episode, the whole point of them is trying to figure out how to slow down Zoom. Well, apparently, if you're CW, your scripts are doing that, because we're not getting anything from this guy. But anyway, so they go after this guy called the Turtle. Now, I have never heard of this Flash villain before.
Me neither.
I've never heard of him. I'm like, because I haven't read any of the old stuff. I only read New 52 because, you know, it's a reboot, so I can start off from there without having to worry about anything else. So, and now I'm like, who in God's green earth is the Turtle? So I'm like, who is this? But anyway, so they're trying to hunt him down because he can slow down time. Oh, you mean like Hunter Zolomon Zoom? Okay, whatever. You mean the actual good Zoom? But anyway, so for me, it's, you know, they go on that. We have relationship drama, all that stuff with Patty and Barry.
And yeah,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. And God, I'm so bad. I'm gonna point out something. I've told you guys that bothers me about this show. I'm gonna tell you guys in this one.
I found the Turtle.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Luis. You don't have to give us any information about the Turtle. I mean,
the first appearing of the Turtle. All Flash number 21, 1945.
Oh shit!
Damn.
He's an old villain. Damn. And he's probably hasn't been back ever since. Oh, he's a Jay Garrick villain then. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Then he was Then it was Wally West, and then it was Barry Allen. I think Barry Allen, and then Wally West.
Yeah, the order of the Flashes is Jay Garrick, Barry Allen, Wally West, and he never was a permanent Flash, but Bart Allen, the grandson of Barry Allen, was the Flash for a while. But the longest tenured Flash was Wally West before New 52. So, speaking of Wally West, guys, my biggest fears come true. He is New 52 Wally West completely, and I hate New 52 Wally West because he's a horribly written black stereotype. Oh my God, why CW? Give me a moment. I mean, what do you guys think?
Moment later.
I mean, what do you guys think? God.
He's so annoying.
I know, right?
I can't stand this character. He's New 52 Wally West completely, where all he does is bitch and moan and talk about how manly he thinks he is. And I'm like, oh my God, no. No. What is wrong with you? Oh, Jesus Christ. So, I mean, I don't get it. Hey, I think my hot rod streetcar racing is going to pay for my mom's hospital bills. Really? Really? Like, you want your mom to be in the hospital. You want to pay her hospital bill, and you're not going to take your dad's money that he's going to give you. Are you serious? He's not saying you owe him. He's just giving it to you to be nice to you. And he's trying to bond with you. And he's like, well, you're my father, so you were never there for me. And I'm like, yeah, because your mom ran off. How the fuck
And he
is
never.
this? Yeah, he never knew.
Yeah, I never knew.
So I'm like, he's like, well, you're such a great detective because you never knew. And I'm like, again, his wife ran off on him. How is he supposed to know this? If she never contacts him, how the hell is he supposed to know? I mean, God,
I know, right?
I hate this character already. I mean, he's so annoying. I mean, my theory about him being Zoom, I'll believe it. Just to beat the shit out of him. Eventually. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm so disappointed that they chose to adapt this Wally West. What do you guys think? Like, forget
I really
the fact
don't like
It's
him.
annoying.
I hate him. I went, oh my god.
Want to kill him?
No, I wouldn't go that far, but I went, alright, if this is really the Wally West that you guys want to adapt, you can take the look of the new 52 Wally West. I don't care if he's black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or Latino. I don't care, but you had to give him the old Wally West personality, and you gave him the horrible one. Why? How old is this kid? Like, isn't he in his 20s or something?
Think so.
I don't fucking
Probably.
know. I just hate him already. It's only been one episode, and I swear to God, he's already my least favorite character in the show. That's saying something.
The asshole of the week.
Yeah, he's definitely my asshole of the week.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't stand him. But anyway, alright, so basically they go to a museum. Barry's about to reveal that he's the Flash to someone again because, you know, he does that like every week. So, in general, and then Patty is like, gets his life in danger, but she's like, you know what, I'm gonna go and be whatever I wanted to be, I don't remember, at this university, get a degree or whatever. And then it's like, now I'm leaving Central City. I'm like, are you fucking shitting me? I just went, are you kidding me? I can't believe, I hope she isn't leaving right away. I will be really mad.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, God, it
I liked
pissed me
her better
off.
than Iris.
Yeah, I did, man. Speaking of that, you guys know what's coming.
Yeah.
I didn't notice this until someone pointed it out, but I'm like, oh God. Barry Allen wants to bang his adopted sister. And I just went, oh no, he does. I was like, oh no, you gotta be kidding me.
I know, right?
I just can't believe that they do that. And the thing is, they tell me, oh, well, they're not related. I'm like, all right, in your shoes, you get an adopted sister, and you want to bang her. Is that right? No, it's not. I mean, gross. So when I heard this, I'm like, oh my God, no. I mean, fuck, that's just wrong. Now it just bothers me, and I guess we're gonna go back to that now. And I'm like, oh God, Flash, why are you doing this to me? Don't do this to me. I mean, I'll probably get over it after a while, but God, I mean, isn't it weird when someone points it out to you? You just can't stop thinking about it now. I mean, it just sucks. I mean, I don't know. I like this episode, don't get me wrong. I thought it was good. The turtle, for having such a stupid name, you know, he was pretty intimidating, and I liked that. I liked his power. You know, but in general, it was done well, but in the long run, I think this episode, I'm going to look back and go, this is where things went wrong.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, are you concerned where this season's potentially going? I don't think it's going to be terrible or anything, but I am a little concerned about what it's doing.
Yeah.
But like, what do you, say your concerns?
What if, like, CW are gonna be like complete assholes? What if they reel Zoom 2 episodes before the end?
Oh my god.
You know what? At this rate, I wouldn't
They
hold it
probably
past
are
them.
doing it.
I think they're gonna do that. I really think they're
They
gonna
watch
do that.
Zoom be like a complete nobody.
Watch. Watch.
Watch
It's
Zoom
no,
is Sean's grandma.
I knew it. You heard it first here, people. I called that shit. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what they're doing. Wally West, I hate Wally West. You know what, guys? You know what I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think the reason why they're not showing a Zoom, and I hope this isn't true, I'm beginning to think Zoom is Wally West, because why else are they taking so long to introduce him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they waiting so long to reveal who Zoom is? Because they want to show you Wally West, and they want you to know Wally West, so that way it's a big surprise.
Yeah.
You know, do you think that's what they're going to do? I think that's what they're going to do.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want it. I want it to be Henry Allen, or I want it to be Joe West. I think that'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a feeling it's Wally, and if it is, I will be upset. Like, honestly, I would rather have an evil Earth 2 Barry Allen over Wally West being Zoom, because to me, I think you need to have it be a character that we... You know what? I just think it needs to be a character we know. It can't be this character that... I mean, put aside that Wally West is literally the worst thing about this show right now after only one episode. Even if we liked him, I would still be really disappointed if he was Zoom, because I think, like, someone who does all these things... It should be an Earth 2 doppelganger of someone we have known since the first season. So that way it has a big impact right away, instead of like, oh, really? You just showed me this guy. I mean, that's like saying, hey, we're going to mention Luke's father in Star Wars Episode 5, only in Star Wars Episode 5, and then, like, 30 minutes later, we're going to figure out that Darth Vader is Luke's father. You know, it just wouldn't have the same impact. You know what I mean? It's like, because in the first Star Wars film, they tell you about Anakin, you know, and all that stuff, and you're like, wow, Vader killed that guy, what an asshole. And then, you know, all of a sudden, you're thinking about that for the past few films. It's like, oh, Luke is fighting the guy that he thinks that killed his father, and then when you figure out, like, oh my god, that's such a huge plot twist. But here it's like, hey, Wally West, hey, he's going to show up, and yo.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? I'm concerned for this. I'm starting to get a little concerned, because now we are going to get the most confusing origin story of all time.
The Reverse Flash. Yeah.
Not just any Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom, out of all people. Fuck. What do you guys think? Oh no. I am ready for the headaches.
Yeah, I remember what you were telling me it about.
Yeah, I told you Professor Zoom's origin and how it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Get out the headache pills.
It's like, get out your Advil, because you're going to need it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't believe me, go on a DC Comics wiki, type in Professor Zoom or Ubord Thawne, and I swear to God, your head will be spinning, because none of it makes sense. So, I mean, I kind of also think that CW... In a way, why the fuck are they showing us Professor Zoom? You know what I mean? It's like, why are we doing this again? Why are you telling me his origin in the next episode? Shouldn't you have done that in the first season? I'm glad they didn't tell you the origin story in the first season, because I would have been like, okay, no one would have got that. Not even the most diehard Flash fans can figure out Professor Zoom. I mean... What do you guys think? I think it's dumb. Like, everyone's losing their mind because they're like, oh my god, Professor Zoom is back. And I'm like, dude, I don't want him back. Didn't we do this already?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think, what would be really stupid? What if, either way, I'm going to be mad, because CW, they've personally set this up. Either Professor Zoom is a complete bitch in this next episode compared to Season 1, and he'll be easily defeated, or he teams up with Barry to defeat Zoom.
And then betrays him.
How stupid would that be?
Pretty stupid.
if they do that, I will be like, oh my god. Like, hi, I'm Ybor Thawne. I really don't give a shit about you, Barry Allen, because I despise you with a passion for my really stupid reasons. But, you know, I'm just tired of it, man. I just can't believe this.
I agree.
I mean, everyone's losing their mind about it. I'm like, no, you don't understand, because in the long run, you know, we already have 2 Reverse Flashes, Zoom and Professor Zoom. They just call Professor Zoom Reverse Flash to not confuse anyone, but it's like, come on. I don't know. I mean, are you concerned for these? And now we've got Patty leaving out of nowhere, and it's like, what is going on? Are you guys concerned?
Yeah,
with the rest of the season. The more
I'm
I
starting
talk
to think
about
Flash season 2 is just like Arrow season 3, to be honest.
I don't think it's that bad. But I do believe that this is the equivalent for the Flash. Like, I'll go on record and say I would much rather watch Flash season 2 over Arrow season 3 any day of the week. But yeah, I think compared to Flash season 1 is like Arrow season 2, where it was so damn amazing you just couldn't get enough of it, and whereas Flash season 2 is sort of like Arrow season 3, where you're like, wait a minute, I thought this was going to be bigger and better, and it's trying to be, and it's not really doing it very well. I feel as if, though, the problem is that, how do I word this? I feel like Zoom, I'm going to say it right now, I think Zoom was a bad choice for a villain, for a main season villain, because the problem with him is that he's just an evil dude.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how you spin it, no matter what you say, he's basically evil Flash. And I know that's what the whole purpose of the Reverse Flashes are, but you get what I mean? I just think, like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, this is just terrible. It's not terrible, but, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think they should just get on with it and show us who Zoom is.
Exactly. I know, exactly.
Just teleport Barry Allen into Earth 2 already. I mean, that's where I think that's where they should have done. That's what they should have done. Stop having Earth 2 characters show up in Earth 1. Just put them in Earth 2 and, you know, go into Zoom's home base and let's just get a bunch of overarching episodes where they're in Earth 2 and they're trying to save Earth 2 or whatever. You know, because I'm sick of it. It's just like we're not going to get anything done in Earth 1. I mean, sit down and think about it. And don't tell me, well, they can't go into Earth 2. Yeah, they do. They got a portal under Star Labs. Why are they in Earth 1? Can someone explain this to me? I mean,
why are they still there? Go to Earth 2 already, damn.
Yeah, exactly. It's
right?
Like, one, they have more advanced technology in Earth 2. So, why are they in Star Labs in Earth 1? I don't understand. Maybe because it's like, well, Earth 2 is being controlled by Zoom. I'm like, I don't know. When you showed me Earth 2 in the flashbacks, it looked like Zoom was just your average asshole. I mean, I know everyone's terrified of him, but I'm like, does he rule the city with an iron fist? It didn't look that way to me when they showed it to me. It looked pretty peaceful. So, I don't know. I just feel like, and Jay not having his speed back already, I swear to God, I thought they were going to do it again, and they copped out. I mean, isn't that how they made it look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just done with it. You know, I'm just like, I thought Zoom was going to be awesome. I thought Jay was going to be awesome. I thought we were going to get, like, some amazing crap. Like, the Rogues aren't even going to appear in this now. You can't have the Rogues without Heatwave and Captain Cold. Now that, since they're in Legends of Tomorrow, again, another reason why I'm not happy that they're in this show instead of The Flash. Why are they in that show again? But anyway.
Well, because they have minimal effect on people when they die. People won't give a shit they die.
Yeah, but that's the script version. Couldn't it have been anyone else? Why didn't they just get Katana or something?
Yeah.
Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, dude! Captain Boomerang! What fucking... He doesn't even have an effect on the show, let alone the timeline. You know, that's a good point, Luis. I didn't think about that. But anyway, we're not on Legends yet. So... I mean, what did you like about this episode? I feel like we just started ranting about the season so far, but like, what did you like about this episode of The Flash?
Barry super speeding right through like the turtles
Yeah.
slow, like literally
Yeah, I like
super
that
speed.
too.
I mean, how fast do you think it was going right there?
Oh, I don't know, but personally speaking, yeah, man, I agree with you. I thought that was pretty cool. I actually really liked the turtle in this episode, which is surprising because when I first heard his name, I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be lame. But you know, he's pretty good. You know, I enjoyed him. Isn't he dead now though?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wells killed him.
Oh yeah, said they what happened to Blackout in season 1.
Yeah, except they didn't do anything with that. I don't think.
You think they're gonna do something about this now?
I hope they do.
What if they don't?
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. But anyway, I don't know, like I enjoyed it. I was really hoping, even though you guys know I think it's annoying that Barry reveals his secret identity to almost everyone in this show, I was like, God damn it, just tell your fucking girlfriend you're the Flash already. It's like, well, she's in danger.
Wells not
Well,
told
then
him
they're
not
all
to.
like, well, she's in danger if you tell her she's the Flash. I'm like, no, by being in association with her, she's in danger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Mary Jane and Peter Parker. Mary Jane, for the longest time, didn't know who Peter Parker was, and she was getting in danger anyway. So, don't give me that logic. So, I don't know. Like, it is annoying, and now she's leaving. What the fuck? Out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why? We're like, what, you don't like being a cop? I don't know. You know, more to talk about, you know, like I said, if things start to go off the rails with this season, I'm blaming this episode exclusively. But before we give it a rating and move on to Arrow, what is your who is your character of the week?
God, it's hard.
It is difficult. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Barry. I mean, I gotta say the main character eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Because, one, I can see why the decision to tell your girlfriend you're the Flash is a big deal. And it was relatable, and he was the most interesting thing throughout this whole episode for me. So, I'm gonna go with him. Main character finally wins for once in these shows. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I have to go with Barry.
Yeah, we took Barry.
Alright.
Yeah,
Now,
Barry.
I know, I heard you. But anyway, now for your rating, your overall rating.
Probably
I'd
a
say
C.
The lack of zoom.
Alright.
I'd say C plus.
Ooh, Brandon, C plus. Ouch.
Yeah.
Why C plus?
Just how. Okay. First of all, it was the trailers, the false trailers.
Yeah.
Second, the lack of zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Third, filler number 1,000.
I don't think it is filler.
Actually, I have another one for you, Brendan.
But,
Mine is Cisco's powers.
oh yeah, another.
Yeah,
minus
another
Cisco's power.
moment where Vibe ain't doing anything. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, continue with what you were saying.
That was it.
What about Wally?
Oh yeah, Wally.
I hate him.
Yeah,
I
C
really
plus.
hate him.
I mean,
Alright, what about you, Louise? Hold on.
I'm gonna say I gotta say B. Well, actually, yeah, Brendan C plus. Lack of
Yeah.
Wally, zoom, Cisco, Jake Garrick speed.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, but Luis, you're still giving it a B. Why are you giving it a B?
He said C plus.
Oh, he said C plus. Well, I thought you said originally he said it. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, but when I really thought about it, C plus.
You know, I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be a bit more harsh. I'm gonna give it a C because to me, Wally, because we're gonna be with this character for the rest of the season, and oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the lack of zoom, the false trailers, the setting up for things I'm not looking forward to in this upcoming episodes. I gotta give it a C because, like I said, I feel like this was entertaining enough. Like, at the end of the day, I thought the turtle. Ironically, the most interesting thing in this whole show episode was the turtle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which, you know, but I disagree with you, Brandon. I don't think this was filler, because I think we're gonna get long-term effects from this episode. But I do think the long-term effects aren't necessarily gonna be good ones, though.
Yeah.
So sorry to say that, but I just think for me it's a C, and I gotta say I'm really disappointed with what we've seen, and I really hope The Flash isn't that one show where it had an amazing first season and everything else after that's just going to be mediocre. I really hope not.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying season 2 is doomed, but it needs more zoom.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Alright, so let's get on with the good shit.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the shit.
Arrow.
Arrow, oh my god. So good again. Once again, so amazing. Seeing Oliver Queen. I don't like him being Green Batman, but this was one of the few times where I'll make an exception. Anarchy was amazing. It was kind of cool that Thea now has her own villain.
Yeah.
I think Anarchy is like, I don't think he's a Green Arrow villain. I think he's a Speedy villain. I really think that.
Mm-hmm.
And Oliver making bad decisions. Well, yes, while some of them are all dumb, I could see an actual person making those dumb decisions under these circumstances.
Yeah.
And, once again, everyone was phenomenal. And, everything was evolved. We got to see, we felt the injury of Felicity. We honestly really felt that throughout this whole thing, how it was affecting everyone. So that was really good. It's just not just Oliver getting pissed off about it. John's getting mad because that's one of his close friends. So of course he's going to be really mad about that. And him trying to reestablish his relationship with his brother and all these things to
beating on his brother.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on top of all that, we get a second part of the grave scene.
Exactly. We'll go into that later, even though it's pretty obvious who it is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but anyway, it was just super interesting. I really enjoyed it, and I don't want to give a plot summary because so much happened. I can't.
We're still 4 months away in their time from the death.
Yeah,
we'll
but
start
you know
off with
what?
that.
You want to talk about that already? Okay, I was gonna say what you liked about this episode and what you didn't like.
Well, no, I was starting off with like the beginning. Because at the beginning, it shows a recap of the ending of episode 1.
Okay, but like,
and it still says like we're 4 months from this point. So that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, I gotta give him credit. I knew they weren't killing off Felicity.
I knew.
I mean, it just wasn't gonna happen.
Though you wanted Felicity to die.
I thought it would have been amazing
Captain
character
Lance.
develop. What?
I thought it would be like Captain Lance.
Yeah, from the majority of the season, we thought it was Lance.
You know what? It still could be. It probably won't be, but it's still a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hypothetically, this is just a theory. What if the relationship of Mama Smoke, because I don't remember her name. So
Donna.
I can't remember. Donna. What if Donna and Lance relationship moves really fast and they get married and Felicity loses her father, her stepdad? No, that's still possible.
It's possible, but do you think for what happened at the very end, do you think she would feel that way so fast about Lance?
Well, what if again, I knew you were going to say that. So what I was going to say was that, well, what if, just think about it. What if Felicity bonds with Lance more?
Mm-hmm.
And she was finally going to have a father figure in her life, which she'd never had really, and she has that taken away from her again. That would devastate her. I don't think it's going to happen, but wouldn't that be really cool though?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking down Lance quite just yet, but I do agree. Mama Smoke is definitely the number one candidate.
Yeah, same.
So, I mean, what do you guys think?
Mama Smoke.
Yeah, Mama Smoke's gonna be Mama Smoke. I don't really think. and this is me personally, I don't think it would have that much of an emotional impact on me though, because it's like,
She's Mama Smoke.
I mean, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong,
we barely know her.
Yeah, we barely know her.
We barely know her. It should be Lance, because I just should be Lance because again, what is he gonna do next? He's just done.
Season 5, he hates Oliver again.
Oh my god, if we go down
Every odd episode.
every odd season, he goes back to hating Oliver again.
Goes back to hating Oliver.
Yeah.
Although I do think, because if it is Mama Smoke, I do think having Lance, who's been against Oliver killing the whole time, having Lance wanting Oliver to kill Dark as well would elevate Dark's villain status. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think if it is Mama Smoke, the emotional impact will be more about, we'll feel more bad for the characters than we will about losing her, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for. Because for me, I barely know her. So for me, it's like, let's just say I ain't crying if she dies.
Yeah.
You know.
They've said they wanted to bring the feels back at this point.
So much for that lighthearted tone.
Yeah.
I think they were lying about that. You know. So, I don't know. I mean, and as for the episode itself, it was just really phenomenal. I mean, I am just super impressed with what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just really damn impressed that every episode is not filler. And
I
that's
know.
really amazing.
Why can't every other
show
do that?
I know. It's like, wow, Arrow did take a page from Daredevil. It's all overarching. Which is like, oh my god, Arrow, because I watch season 1 and 2 again, and I'm like, oh my god, the filler is strong with some of these ones. But this season, man, they have been kicking ass with that. So
it's the apology for season 3.
Oh, you know what? It's totally working though.
Yeah.
So I love it, man. Another thing. And the awesome thing is they're introducing new villains for Green Arrow and the team to fight, but they always connected back to Damien Dark.
Yeah.
So it's not some random villain like the Turtle that just show up out of nowhere and they just want to mess with Green Arrow shit. No, it's Damien Dark is behind
everyone.
So I love it. And like I said, with Zoom, again, he's just not main villain material. I don't think he is. I mean, apparently CW thinks that way too because he's barely in anything. So, I don't know. You know. So, okay. If this happens, I know I'm going to talk about Flash for just a little bit. What if, I don't think they're doing this, but what if they know that everyone's talking shit on Zoom and they make Reverse Flash the main villain again? That would be the worst thing.
Eddie killed himself for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, what is this, Earth 2 Reverse Flash? Is that what they're saying? Probably.
Shoot Earth 2 Eddie?
There is no Earth.
Although, what if Earth 2 Eddie was Zoom?
Yeah, but even though the actor's not appearing back in the show, so I don't know. I mean, this is something. Okay, so can I want to do this? Actually brings up a point, and here's what I want to say about what makes a great superhero. You guys want to hear what I think is a great superhero?
Sure.
It's not the powers. It's not what they can do. It's the character itself.
Yeah.
Who they are, what they do, what's their motivations, who they are as a person. I swear. You know what? That's the problem with Flash. It's trying too hard to be this, oh, look at us with our special effects and our amazing superpowers. Oh, Arrow doesn't have any of that shit. I'm like, yeah, but Arrow has great character development. It has a great overarching story. The drama is much more relatable, and it's well written. You guys get what I'm saying? It's like we don't love superheroes because of their powers. Okay, that's what gets us into them. What makes us love superheroes is the person behind the costume, or
Yeah.
whoever that persona is. Like for example, well, we only like if someone said, well, if they only like Batman because they like the gadgets and they like the whole, but it's like, they can't. But it's like, no, they don't love Batman because of just the gadgets and the martial arts. They like Bruce Wayne as a character.
Yeah.
You just can't replace him. That's the problem with Flash Season 2. It's trying too hard to give us these quote-unquote exciting... But personally speaking, I get more excited whenever Arrow has... I think, in my opinion, that confrontation with Oliver and Quentin and earlier in the Season 4, remember that episode?
Yeah.
That, to me, was more interesting and more engaging and more exciting than any action scene in Flash Season 2 so far.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think?
I agree.
I mean, Luis, what do you think about all this?
Honestly. What? Joshua, what were you saying?
No, go ahead. I wanted to hear what you were going to say. Because you were going to say honestly, and then I didn't hear you after that.
I mean, Season 4 Arrow has gotten super good.
It's
Better
amazing.
than Season 3.
I know, but...
Is it better than Season 1 and 2?
So far,
we're not there yet. I think it's better than Season 1, but I'm not there to say it's better than Season 2 quite just yet.
It's still close between 2 and 4, but so far, if they keep going the direction they're going in, yes.
I think it will be. It's better than Season 1 and 3. It's on par to beat Season 2 as of right now. So, but anyway, continue with what you were saying, Luis.
Trying to think right now.
Yeah. I mean, do you agree with me with the whole, it's not about the powers, it's about the person who has the powers?
Didn't Oliver say that in Season 3, like, to the Atom? I don't need weapons, like, I am the weapon, you know?
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm saying, like, we find these characters interesting for who they are, not what they can do. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally it, because it's like, I'm going to pull a different character instead of Batman. It's like Daredevil. His powers are cool and everything, but it's the character of Matt Murdock that makes me love that series so much. The fact I come back to it because I want to see how he adapts in situations. It's not just that he can kick everyone's ass and he has super senses. That's a cool part of him, but that's not the main reason why I like Daredevil. If you get what I mean. It's all about writing. Some of the best comics I've ever read barely have any action scenes, and it's just when characters sit down and they talk about something.
Yeah.
If you guys get what I mean. So,
agreed.
I mean, do you think that's the problem with Flash, now that I bring it up, or do you think that's not the problem?
I think the problem with Flash is, like, the lack of everything else, So much filler. Like, there's
filler,
no zoom.
Little zoom.
There's so much filler. I mean, I gotta say, guys, I'm so far saying Season 1 of Flash was better than this season.
Way better.
I mean, because I was rewatching Season 1 on Netflix, and I'm like, you know what? This stuff is engaging.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's not out there. Because if you rewatch The Flash again, there isn't as many action scenes as you think there is. It's most of the time, it's the characters interacting with each other, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to see. If anyone finds that boring, well, then they don't know what an engaging story is. They probably are too young to not, like when you're a kid, you're like, oh my god, I just love these huge action scenes and all that stuff and get past all the dialogue and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? Now it's like, look, give me enough action, but also, you guys get what I mean? It's just like, I feel like Flash is trying too hard to be the family show that kids and adults can enjoy, where I'm like, you know what, Arrow, you are trying to appeal to me as an adult with your great story and your great character development and your great dialogue and your engaging drama. You have me hooked. Whereas with Flash, it's like you're trying too hard to overdo what you did in the first season. It's even though it was the story that made the first season great and it wasn't the special effects. So that's just my opinion. So, let's see what else. Okay, so we really, I guess the only thing I don't like about this episode was that I'm really gonna be mad if they make Felicity Oracle.
Felicity Oracle.
No, what? Like, she may never walk again, and I'm like, oh god, really?
She walks the very next episode.
I don't think she is.
I think she's down for this at least the season.
I think she's gonna be down for this season, and like Ray will build something, or Cisco will, that'll make her walk again, or something.
Yeah.
They can't do Oracle full time. They just, and if they do, don't call her that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the problem with season 3 was that there was one of the many problems was it was too Batman-y. It was too much. It was trying too hard to be Batman and not trying to be its own thing.
Yeah.
So, and the Oracle thing would bug the crap out of me. So, like, I will straight up call Felicity Batgirl if they call her Oracle. So, I mean, what do you guys think?
I agree.
I agree. I really don't. I really only Barbara can be Oracle.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
it's like
no,
saying
no one can replace Barbara.
no one else can be Oracle. That's her. You know,
Yeah.
the event. You know, you can't take that away from her. That was who she was for several decades. And I know she became Batgirl again in the New 52 reboot. But again, you really can't have anyone else be Oracle because that was her character journey. You can't take that away from her and give it to someone else. You guys know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's about the only thing I really didn't like. You know, and even then, that complaint is kind of void because she's not called Oracle in this. It's just that I hope that's not what they're doing, but as an episode, even though they allude to it, they technically didn't do it. I can't really even say that's a complaint. It's just a future possible complaint.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there anything you guys didn't like? I mean, this was just... Oh, you know what I didn't like?
What?
Yeah, I gotta admit, man, I'm just done with the flashbacks. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time the flashbacks come on, I go, God damn it, get back to the present time. Does anyone else think that in their mind?
Yeah, I got tired of the flashbacks already.
I mean, what about you, Brandon? When a flashback shows up, do you always go, God damn it?
Yeah.
I'm like, stop, no.
We still have one full season of them left.
Next season's the last one.
At least it's the last one of the flashbacks.
Yeah, next season will be the last one. Thank God. No more. So, I mean, that's about the only thing. And even then, I love the present time so much of what's going on in the now. I don't really even care.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, when I rewatch this season just for fun, I will probably skip the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, look, I'm already engaged in what's going on now. So, I don't know. I mean, is there anything... Okay, so besides the flashbacks, is there anything else you guys didn't like?
Did we even go over the flashback?
Isn't it just Oliver getting brought back to camp and getting whipped?
Yeah, basically.
And then getting stopped because of a tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Wait, what?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway, I mean, maybe I'll care about the flashbacks if John Constantine comes back.
Mm-hmm.
I'll care then. But all right. So again, all right. Before we move on to the new show, Legends of Tomorrow,
Character of the week.
Character of the week. Here we go again. I gotta go with Oliver, man. I just think, like, even though I didn't agree with a lot of things he was doing, I just went, you know what? He's a human being.
Yeah.
Like, he is, to me, I think he's the most human protagonist out of all these shows because he makes mistakes. And that one of the thing about the Green Arrow that makes him different from Batman, according to the CW guys, like, how many times does Batman make a mistake versus how many times Green Arrow makes a mistake?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a good point. So I'm like, I think it's cool. Like, even though I was going, why are you freeing Anarchy again? I'm like, you know what though? It would make sense why he's doing it, and I get why he's mad. Okay, whose screaming kids are in the background?
That's mine, sorry. They're watching Frozen for the billionth time.
Oh my god, and they're still going crazy for it? I hate Frozen.
Frozen's too overhyped.
I never
Frozen's
watched
trying to be like
it.
Star Wars right now.
Wait, what, Brandon?
I feel like Frozen's trying to be like Star Wars and Lion King with its hype.
Yeah, but it's nowhere near as good.
No,
But anyway,
it never will be. Even the sequel won't be.
there's a sequel?
There's going to be, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Damn
But
it,
anyway,
Sean.
back to Arrow. So, for me, character of the week is Oliver, and for me, this episode was really engaging, and I really enjoyed it. And I can't really think of anything I didn't like. I know I brought up the Oracle thing, but I think that'll be a complaint I have for the future if they go down that route with her. So I gotta give it an A+. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and I can't wait to see what's in store next. What about you guys?
Reed's gonna say Oliver as well.
Yeah. What's your letter
Yeah.
grade?
Yeah, that's hard. I gotta say
I
like
gave
an
it an
A,
A+.
especially with it didn't really lack anything, did it?
No, it didn't. I couldn't think of any complaint. I'm trying to sit back and I'm like, is there anything I didn't like? No, I'm fine with everything. I mean, the flashbacks, I don't care enough to count them as a complaint. I'm sorry, guys. Because I barely pay attention to them, so I don't know if they're good or not.
Yeah.
So, though, that probably tells you something if I never pay attention to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, alright, so what's your letter grading, Luis, if you haven't thought of it?
No lack, A+.
Yeah, it didn't. I can't think of anything. So, Brandon, stop breathing into it. That's bad audio quality.
Sorry.
So anyway, Brandon, who's your character of the week, and what's your letter grading?
Oliver and
Like, grading, I'd have to say A+.
Yeah, I can't think of anything to complain about, honestly. So yeah, Arrow is once again the best show on TV out of all these shows by far.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's close. Like, I really don't even think it's close. So, you know what's sad though?
What?
A lot of people are saying, well, Arrow has sucked since season 3 and it hasn't gotten any better. And I'm like,
Watch
are you
season
watching
4.
season 4? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, Flash is so much better. I'm like, no, it's not. Not this year. So, alright, so I think Arrow, out of all the superhero shows on TV, is like, people seem to just rat on for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, moving on to the new show, Legends of Tomorrow, Episode 1. I mean, right off the bat, what was your guys' reaction when you found out about this show? I don't think we ever talked about that. Did you go, oh no, another CW show? Or you're like, alright, I can get down with this.
Like, alright, I can get down with this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
same
get
here.
down with this.
Yeah, when I heard who our characters are going to be, with the exception of Captain Cold and Heatwave, and even then, I like those characters, but like I kind of wish they weren't in the team, if you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? I dig this. I mean, Flash is doing multi-dimensional things with the occasional time travel. Arrow is the street level crime, and Legends of Tomorrow will be like even crazier than the Flash. It'll have time travel and ancient religions, and it'll cover so much ground. And I'm like, you know what? I'm down with this. You know, and I gotta say, I was really impressed with this first episode. I think it did a really damn good job. So I guess we should do a plot summary. I mean, I know we didn't do one for Arrow, but Arrow was so good. It had so many, and everything was so well connected. It's like I would have to say everything about Arrow. I can't sum it down. Everything is important. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Every moment was important. I can't say every moment. So, all right. So Legends of Tomorrow. So basically, we start off with Rip Hunter, who, by the way, this is something I thought was funny, is played by a guy who was once a Doctor Who. And he's a time traveler. Go figure. So, anyway, so that was really cool. And I really enjoyed it. So, and anyway, we find out that, this is later down the road, that he steals a time traveling machine or a time traveling ship, whatever.
Yeah.
From the Council of Time, whatever they're called. I don't remember off the top of my head. So,
Time Masters.
Time Masters. Okay. That makes sense. Why did I forget that? But anyway, so he steals it from the Time Masters because Vandal Savage killed his family, so he wants revenge. And the Time Masters are saying, like, hell no, we're only here to protect the timeline. We don't give a damn about people in it. We just care about maintaining time itself. And Rip Hunter's like, I ain't having this shit. So he basically goes into Earth 1 and he recruits not only kick-ass warriors and kick-ass superheroes and villains, they have no significance on the timeline. Which, when I heard that, I went, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm like, because when I first heard of that, because I'm like, you guys are legends. And I'm like, wait, so you'll recruit White Canary, the Atom, and the two villains, but you won't recruit the Flash and Green Arrow? You guys get what I meant? Because I was like, you know, I was waiting for the explanation. I'm like, really? If you wanted the best of the best, why aren't you using Green Arrow and the Flash? I mean, think about it. So, I mean, I think it could have. I could imagine Rip Hunter, but Green Arrow and Flash obviously have a lot of significance in the timeline, so of course he's not going to ask them. So, but anyway, so they travel back to the 70s to find Professor, what was his name? I don't remember his name.
It started with an H.
No, it started with A.
That was B.
Like Aldrinburg?
Baldrin Brown Man? I thought it was Brown Man. Anyway, this professor guy, whose name I really don't remember. I'm sorry, guys.
I think it was Albus something.
Albus something?
Alright, so Professor Albus something. So we go to the university, and with Hawk Girl... Oh, wait, no. Rip Hunter recruits everyone. You know, I love how he does it. He just gets the Men in Black thing and just goes whoop and just like raises their.
Well, he kidnaps it, but you know.
Yeah, he kidnaps them and then he's like, "Look, guys, Vandal Savage is going to destroy the world. So if you want to help me, you should, you know, or something like that." And he didn't say they had to join them. He just said, "I want you to." You guys get what I mean? And they all say yes because duh. And. Dude, I loved how Jax was like, hell no, I ain't doing that. And, like, Professor Stein drugs him. He's like, nope, we're going on it anyway because I'm a science geek and I want to learn about the extinction of dinosaurs and time's greatest mysteries and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, and they need Firestorm, you know. And I really liked that. I also loved... You know what else caught me by surprise? I can see why this show is so expensive. I mean, all those special effects, damn, man. So...
Point out how many Star Wars references were in there?
There was 2.
Yeah, about 2.
There was,
Darth Vader and Boba
Fett. Which you totally know they made those Star Wars references just because the movie came out.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, I don't think they would have had any, personally. But... Because Star Wars is, like, the hype thing right now. I mean, it's kind of dying down right now, but, like, you know what I mean. When they were filming it, it was the hype thing. So in general, that was really good. So they go to the professor, and we learn that the professor, he's been studying Vandal Savage for so many years because...
I have his name.
You have his name. What's his name?
Dr. Aldous Boardman.
Boardman?
Yeah, Boardman.
Okay, so Professor Boardman, we figure out that he's actually Hawkman and Hawkgirl's son from that point in time. And that's why, and when he saw Vandal Savage kill them and they told him who they are, he decided to start studying him. So that part was really cool. I thought that was a really cool plot twist because I was like, whoa, because I'm like, yeah, how is he gonna know about Vandal Savage existing when no one else does? And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense now that I think about it. So I like that. And so they basically go back to the ship. Meanwhile, White Canary and Heatwave and Captain Cold are fighting people at the bar.
That's pretty awesome.
That was pretty cool. They're just kicking everyone's ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I really liked it. So, and Jax is just on the ship because he's like, no, I ain't going out there or something like that.
Yeah, with Gideon.
Yeah, with Gideon. I thought that was cool. So, he's from the future, so it makes sense. So anyway, why does the Gideon thing piss you off, Luis?
No, I just like it wasn't Gideon made by Barry?
Yeah, he was made. Yeah, he was made. She was made by Barry, and that's the same thing Professor Zoom was using in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assume it's just a technology. Do you think Barry becomes like Iron Man and forms his own company? Maybe. Anyway, so anyway, they get told. I don't know what made them what the conflict was that made them start hating Rip. Like, what was it again?
That they weren't. That they didn't.
They weren't legends.
They weren't legends. Yeah, they didn't really have an effect on the timeline.
Yeah, just minimal.
Yeah, good point. But like, how did they figure that out? I don't remember off the top of my head right now.
I think when Kendra punched him in the face.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And then when Sarah punched him in the face, they were like, stop punching me.
Yeah, that was funny. So, I love their conclusion because I was thinking, I was like, well, just because you were told that doesn't mean you will be. You can change time. You know, and that's what everyone said. Sarah said that. And then everyone started saying that, and now all of a sudden, we're a team again. Woo, CW's Avengers, here we go. So, I mean, come on, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that.
Not really Avengers, more like agents. Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Not really, because these are actual superheroes.
That's right, never mind.
Sorry, Luis. I know you love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but for me, it's like, I don't consider those guys superheroes. So, because they don't have any powers and they're not peak physical human condition. So, like, yeah, I really enjoyed this. What did you guys think of it? I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed this first episode, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Last time I enjoyed a pilot episode was Supergirl. Remember how long that took to get going?
Oh, yeah. But this is 13 episodes, not 23, so there's not going to be any filler episodes.
Yeah.
So that I'm super excited for.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, good point, Brandon. I didn't think about that. But anyway, yeah, man, just really cool about all that happy stuff. So, what else?
They practically confirmed a season 2 now, haven't they?
They said that season 2 is part of the plan. Like, the whole cancel thing, they decided, I don't think they're going to cancel the show after the first season. I think that they were just saying that because there's like, oh, it's such an expensive show. But I'm like, but CW, if it's really successful, which it's going to be, why cancel it, you know? I mean, let's be real here. Luis, I know you watch a lot of CW shows, but for me, it's like, these superhero shows, that's the only thing I watch from them.
Same.
I don't watch Supernatural.
These superhero shows are all I pretty much watch nowadays.
You know what, Brandon? I totally agree with you.
Actually, I stopped watching Supernatural.
Yeah, I hear it's been crap since the couple seasons ago.
It's not bad. It's just
still on.
That's a good question.
Way too long.
For 11 years.
Yeah, but some people have been saying like it should have stopped after like 8 or something.
Yeah, they really should stop.
Yeah, I know, but it's one of their moneymaker shows, so they're gonna keep making it. So, the CW's expectations for high ratings are not actually that high. So, So anyway, this was really good.
Yeah.
It had everything. It had the comedy. It had the character development right off the bat. It had the action. It had pretty cool special effects for a television show. And
Yeah.
I overall really enjoyed it. And I would say this is by far this was a really phenomenal pilot and just a really damn good episode in general. So I'm going now. As for what I didn't like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
This kind of bothered me. It doesn't bother me in the long run, but for me, it's like I kind of felt like Sarah's personality was really different in this compared to season 2 of Arrow. And yeah, didn't she seem like really different in this?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm just a punk girl who goes around beating the shit out of people and flirting with people at bars and beating the crap out of them. I'm like, wait, since when did you do this?
Uh-huh.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're here and that you're not dead, hopefully. But, I don't know, it just seemed like she was really different. I'm like, what the fuck?
Good, yeah.
So, I mean, it's really different. Am I the only one that thought Captain Cold and her were... I mean, did anyone else notice that? Like, Captain Cold and Sarah were kind of having a thing a little bit? I mean, tell me I'm not the only one that saw that.
It's kind of weird. Listening to Captain to Neil on Heatwave. Heatwave listening to Heatwave listening to Captain to Neil.
I guess, but like, I don't know. What did you... Please don't avoid my question. Did you think there was a thing between Captain Cold and Sarah, or no?
Well, they already kind of confirmed that there's not going to be like Sarah's gonna stay on a lesbian. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
I think.
Well, she's bisexual.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. I mean, dude, how progressive would that be if they did that? People would be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool, whatever. I don't care." But anyway, what do you guys think? You know, do you think there will be, or do you think there won't be?
I don't think so.
Do you think there will be a romance on this show? I don't think there will be, to be honest.
Neither do
Well, it's
I.
kind of with the other shows. Of course, it's gonna be a romance on the show.
Yeah, I guess, but do you really think it's needed?
No.
No, this to me is like...
Well, if you count the complicated relationship between Hawkman and Hawkgirl, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
There's that.
That's a good point, Luis. So, but I meant, like, do you think a new one will blossom? That's what I was more getting towards.
Nah, not really.
I don't think so. I don't think there will be. Like, I'm sorry, Ray and Sarah, no. That makes no sense. But anyway, alright, so what did you guys not like besides that? And even then, that's not a huge complaint. It's more of a nitpick. I
kind of thought that Random Savage was gonna be like in the beginning, but nope, at the end.
No, he was in the beginning.
He was in the beginning.
He was in that flashback when he killed Rip Hunter's family.
Oh yeah.
And plus, we already know who Vandal Savage is. They gotta
Yeah.
tell us who these characters are. Like, who the hell's Rip Hunter? Who are Captain Cold and Heatwave as people besides just villains, you know? I mean, I know Captain Cold kind of got that development for earlier this season in The Flash, but Heatwave, dude, we don't know anything about Heatwave other than he's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's just my observation. I mean, what did I not like? I kind of think the Star Wars references were a bit forced. Pun kind of intended on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think? I mean, it doesn't bother me, but like, I mean, did you guys think the Star Wars references were kind of forced?
A little bit, yeah.
Because it's like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
go to a bar fight and you pick a fight with Boba Fett, and I'm like, really? Why Boba Fett? I'm like, I mean, he doesn't even look like Boba Fett. At least not to me.
No.
I didn't get a Darth Vader vibe from him either. Random hippies that came out of nowhere. So, did you remember those two? Those two guys that showed up out of
Mhm.
nowhere, and then they just got killed like 2 minutes later. Like after they time traveled.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that guy was so significant. Wow, those two were so significant to the story. I'm really sad they died.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Alright, so my favorite thing about this episode was honestly Jax, because I really liked how he's like, no way, man, I don't want to time travel and do all that random crap. And, you know, but then when he sees, like, the team put their lives on the line just to save him, you know, that's when
Yeah, he
went,
feels like he's back on a football team.
yeah, man, I really like that.
Yeah.
You know, I really thought, wow, that's so amazing. It's just like the fact that this guy was like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know we're all like, oh, I want to be a superhero and I want to go on all these random adventures. But if someone came up to you out of nowhere and said, hey, do you want to time travel and potentially save the world? Would you go? You would go, what? You wouldn't know what to think about it. And I thought they reflect that perfectly in him. And you know, when they all saved his life, and he's like, "Man, I'm part of a team now." And I really love that I belong to something again. I just went, you know what? That's amazing. So you guys obviously know who my character of the week is.
Yeah, Jax.
Yeah, it's totally Jax for me, man. I really enjoyed him in this episode, and I thought, dude, the character development in Jax in this one episode was better than almost any character development in season 2 of Flash. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
But anyway, all right. So, my overall rating, okay. So my overall rating, I'm gonna have to give this an. I'm gonna give it an A. I mean, I don't think it was A+ material because again, I'm still a bit bothered that we have Captain Cold and Heatwave in this when I really think they should just stay on the Flash.
Yeah.
That's really my only complaint. And the Sarah thing I mentioned, whatever. I don't care that much. It's like whatever.
Although I think they're gonna show up less because of because of the remake of the Prison Break.
Well, are those two coming back?
Yeah, Prison Break's gonna come back.
No, I know,
with,
but are those two coming back?
Probably.
I don't think so. Why would you leave Flash for Prison Break?
Mhm.
I mean, you're the main character. I mean, were they the main characters in Prison Break?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I never seen it, so. I mean, honestly, I would much rather be Captain Cold than Heatwave.
Mhm.
So, but anyway, yeah. So,
Oh,
I think-
yeah.
what?
You just made a weird sound. Sorry.
But anyway, overall, A. That's my opinion. I thought it was really good, and I can't wait for episode 2. What'd you guys think?
I had to
That was
agree.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Well, what I said what I didn't like. What did you guys not like, if anything, besides what I said?
The
Luis?
death of the professor.
You didn't like the professor?
No, I didn't
The
like
death
the
of-
death scene.
Oh, you
death-
didn't like his random death scene out of nowhere?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I agree with you on that one. I forgot. He just died all of a sudden.
Mhm.
He just, all of a sudden, Hawk Girl and Hawk Man just come out of nowhere and like, oh my god, our son died. And I'm like, wait, what?
Mhm.
You didn't show me that. So, okay, I agree with you on that, Luis. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, that is my rating still is the same. So, because, you know. All right, is there anything else you didn't like, or is that it? Besides what I said.
The guy looked like Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Kronos.
Yeah, we go to a bar and you pick a fight with Boba Fett, and I'm like, why Boba Fett?
Yeah, why Boba Fett?
Boba
what
Fett's
did he
lame
do
as
to you?
fuck. But anyway, yeah, I agree. Star Wars references were a bit forced, pun intended. Now,
Mhm.
but yeah, but you know, in general, still, you know, interesting. So yeah. So is there anything else that you didn't like, or?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. What about you, Brandon?
That's
Oh,
about
wait.
the same. I really didn't like the professor's death.
Yeah, me neither. So that's about the only thing I didn't like about it, to be perfectly honest. The Star Wars references didn't bother me.
Yeah, me neither.
And, you know, and, like I said, the Sarah thing doesn't bother me that much. And the Captain Cold Heatwave thing, I'm pretty sure I'll get over it after a while, so whatever. Yeah. So, I mean, so yeah, I give it an A. My character of the week is Jax. And who's your character of the week and your rating, guys?
Probably have to do the same as you, A and Jax.
All right. What about you, Luis?
Yeah, A Jax.
Ajax.
Ajax.
Ajax. All right. So, that is it for all of the shows. Fantastic. And yeah, I'm honestly trying to think of what else there is to talk about, if there is anything else to talk about. So, I think we should discuss. Okay, I think this is a good discussion to have. Compared to now that we're back, we've seen the first episodes. For Supergirl, we've seen the first 2 episodes. Are you guys looking forward to the rest of their seasons? What are you concerned? What are you most looking forward to? You know what I mean? I think
Supergirl, yes. Flash, I hope it honestly gets better.
Same here.
Arrow, yes. And Legends of Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, hold on. Continue.
Same here.
Alright, so...
Well, what are you most concerned with about, let's say, Supergirl? Are you concerned about anything? We go back to too much filler.
Yeah, we go back to too much filler.
Yeah, I agree. So, I'm also a bit concerned that Wynn is going to become Toyman out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest problem. And I really hope they don't make Wynn look like an awkward thing for, like, the rest of the season. Because I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, I care, but don't... I don't need more love drama. So... in this show. I mean, another thing I'm kind of concerned about, to be honest with you, is that, like, who do you think is going to be the final showdown? Do you think it's going to be Aunt Astra versus Supergirl, or do you think it's going to be Maxwell Lord after he makes a power suit?
Astra, probably. I think Lord will still take some time.
I think Lord... I just hope they don't defeat Lord, and then, like, all of a sudden, season finale, it's just a random fight of Aunt Astra versus Supergirl that they didn't build up to.
But I'm still calling that Aunt Astra. Probably, I could see her doing the bad guy gone good thing still.
Same here. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think she's gonna die. So I don't think Maxwell Lord will, because I think you can do so many things with him. Like I said, he's the Lex Luthor of this show. So you can do a lot of things with that. So, all right, now what are you most excited for in Supergirl? I'm most excited for seeing how Maxwell Lord is going to make everyone's life hell. For now that he knows Supergirl's secret identity and all that stuff. I'm really excited for that. I'm also really excited for more Martian Manhunter. See if he goes crazy. You know, do you think... do you guys think that you're still gonna see a Supergirl versus Martian Manhunter fight somewhere?
Maybe.
I think it's a possibility. I mean, what do you think, Luis?
I think so too.
I think it's gonna happen. I don't know when or how, but I think it's because the popular thing is to have 2 superheroes fight each other this year, it seems. So yeah, I think it's going to happen, but I don't know when or how. And do you think that'd be like an episode of its own? I think it could. So, all right, I'm most excited for that. What are you guys most excited for Supergirl? Actually, Luis, you didn't say what you were most concerned about.
Oh yeah, huh? Oh, that's hard. I don't know.
We said too much filler again, and
yeah,
and awkward Wynn love triangles.
Yeah, what's gonna happen in the next episode between Win and Kara?
Yeah. I didn't see the preview, so I don't know if there will be anything, but...
Awkward car season.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't last too long and they get over it soon. Alright, so, another thing... Alright, so do you think Supergirl will have a fantastic finish, or do you think it's just gonna be... Nah?
Hopefully a fantastic one.
I think it's going to be... I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good. I really do. I have faith. Alright, next is The Flash.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious for what we stated.
We stated earlier, but we'll say it again. We really hope that we don't go back to Barry wanting to bang his adopted sister again. It's like, oh, Patty's not in my life anymore. Well, better start creeping on Iris again. I really hope... Dude, I would rather have Snowberry at this point.
And me too.
Like, I would rather have Caitlin and Barry be a thing than Iris and Barry be a thing right now. I mean, Luis, did you agree with me on that?
Yeah. Essentially, for what's called there's a channel called Snowberry.
Yeah, I know. I've heard of that. The bearing Snowberry. So, I mean, what do you think, Brandon? What would you rather have? Would you rather have Barry creeping on Iris again, or would you rather have Snowberry?
Snowberry.
Yeah, I would too. God, no. I just can't deal with that. Alright, so...
What's worse, Iris and Barry or Olicity?
You know what? Olicity, when written well, can be compelling. Sometimes. Like this week. It was good. You know what? Like this week, they used Olicity as a good thing. They used it as motivation and not just random romance. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I gotta go with Olicity. I'd rather have that. Because at least they're not related.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awkward. Plot twist, Felicity is Oliver's lost sister. Oh god. It's Star Wars all over again, except these two banged. That would be so gross. But anyway. Alright, so I'm also concerned about Wally West because I already despise this character. I hate him already.
Right.
Luis, are you... And Luis's call just dropped on us.
Ah.
Great. I thought we could go a
The whole thing without... At least I didn't drop this time.
Oh no, Brandon! No, just kidding.
I'm
God
gone
damn
now.
it. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so... Damn it, Luis had something to say. His call got dropped. Shit. God damn it. Oh my god, no. No.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Shit. Alright. What are you concerned with, Brandon?
Everything.
Really?
Whatever.
Most
I
things.
don't know.
We just whined about you dropping, basically.
I was saying
That's
something
so-
about Wally West, and then you got hung up. Luis?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, good. Dude, do you blame me? Anyway,
No.
you were gonna say something about Wally, I think.
No, I think you were gonna say something.
I said I hated him.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
I would be surprised if everyone disliked him. It would be like, way to go, CW! Out of Wally West, you adopted the really terrible one. Way to go! Alright, so another thing I'm concerned with is the villains. I'm so sick of not knowing who Zoom is. Not because, oh, it's making me burn with anticipation. No, it's because it's kind of like Batman vs. Superman, where it's like, just tell us already, or just show it to us already, because the hype is died, and now it's becoming impatience and annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like Batman or Superman.
That's what I just said. I said it's sort of becoming like Batman vs Superman, where it's like, look, I'm tired of them promoting this thing and trying to build it up. I'm done. Just show it to me. I mean, we've waited 2 years for Batman vs Superman. Just show it already. Come on. Honestly, Batman vs Superman should have come out last year. When you really think about it. So. Alright, so that's another concern. I just really hope we get rid of these filler episodes, man. I'm just done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of it. Like, so far, what were the... And every time it seems like they're gonna do something, they don't. Like, remember when they were gonna use Linda to get Zoom as a trap, and that didn't happen until the very fucking end?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's like, oh my god, those last 5 minutes were amazing! Oh my god! And I'm like, yeah, but I would have preferred seeing it earlier than having to wait till the last damn minute where they're just goofing off at the bay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. So, I don't know. Are you guys... Okay, so do you think Flash will finish off strong? Don't just say, well, I want it to. Say, do you think it will?
I don't know.
I would hope so, but probably not.
Yeah, I think it's going to be disappointing, to be honest with you. I mean, like I said, I really hope The Flash doesn't become that show that had one amazing season and the rest were mediocre. Wasn't there a show like that came on recently? What was it called? Oh, you know what show was like that? That show Heroes on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
I remember hearing, oh, the first season was phenomenal, and everything else after that just sucked. So, like, oh, well, hopefully that's not Flash, even though it's not. It doesn't suck. Like, do you think Flash season 2 sucks? I don't think it sucks.
I don't think it sucks. Really.
I think it's just meh. Like,
but I do think Supergirl season 1 is passing it slowly, and it's going to become the second worst.
Oh, wait, you don't like Supergirl?
I'm starting to like Supergirl, yeah.
Oh, did you not like it when we were watching it before?
When it had all the filler episodes, I was starting to get a little less interested, but...
Oh, okay, good point. All right, so... All right, what about you, Luis? Do you think it's going to end up being meh, or do you think it's going to end up redeeming itself?
I think it's going to end up redeeming itself.
Are you saying this because you're a fanboy? I'm just kidding.
No,
it's going to redeem itself when it reveals Sean's grandma's Zoom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
they're going to talk about...
Dude, no one will understand that plot twist. It'll be so confusing, no one will get it, except the listeners to this podcast. Alright, moving on to Arrow.
Yes.
Dude, they're kicking so much ass. I don't want to say there's no way they can fuck this up, but the way it's going, there's a very small chance it's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, it's probably going to be episode 15.
Why? Why would episode 15 fuck it up?
No, I mean, because it's going to be a guest star superhero, Vixen.
Huh?
Wait, Vixen's showing up in this?
Yeah, episode 15.
Well, I didn't watch the Vixen animated series on CW, so... It was on their website or something. I didn't watch it, so...
Oracle.
Okay.
No, that's probably the one thing that I hope they don't, but they probably could fuck up.
Yeah. But other than that, I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's the only concern I have. Everything else, dude, I'm so stoked on Arrow. I want the next episode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just great.
I just want the rest of the season out right now.
Oh, I know. Just pull a Marvel and just release everything on Netflix right now.
Uh-huh.
Be like, come on, man. You know you want to. But anyway. Alright, so Legends of Tomorrow.
It's a little too early to tell, but so far, after one episode, I think it'll be good.
I think it's going to be really good. I don't think there's going to be any filler because it's 13 episodes and not... I think the way they said this show is like, this show is basically a 13 episode long movie. And I'm like, oh, so it's like the Marvel Netflix shows. I'm down with that. So, alright, so which one do you think is going to be the best of these four? Arrow.
Arrow.
Arrow. Alright, so I can't really think of another topic to discuss right now. So do you guys have anything else you want to talk about?
Oh.
If you don't, it's fine.
Brendan?
Nah, I got nothing.
Alright, so you guys want to call it a podcast? Because I
Sure.
can't think of anything either. Alright,
Yeah.
so why don't you guys say bye to our lovely audience?
Bye, guys.
Here.
And they are gone. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Classic Podcast. And yeah, hope you're enjoying it, and we'll see you guys all next week.